The Spud Goodman Show.
Greetings, I'm Spud Goodman, the designated driver for tonight's program. If I may be so bold as to say, we do have a fine little program for you, and I guarantee it will invoke the full range of human emotions. For laughs, Jon Stewart drops by. For tears, how about newsman Bill O'Reilly? And for just pure fun, musician Michael Penn. Right now, I guess we're going to check in on my mother, who is after some poor innocent guy. He has like no idea on what he's in for.
Your ad said you were 6'3". You don't look an inch over 6 foot to me.
Okay, maybe I exaggerated a bit, but I read your ad too. Now don't take this wrong, but it's been a long time since the word petite was an accurate description of you.
All right, maybe we both stretched the truth a bit. But let's get down to business here. I'm in the market for a husband.
Whoa. I wrote that I was interested in a long-term commitment, but not necessarily marriage.
Do you think I'm doing this for myself? Listen, did you see this month's Reader's Digest, a story about children of divorced parents? Now I know what happened to my baby Spud. Why he turned out the way he did.
You named your son Spud?
It was that of Spartacus. My ex-husband was a big fan of Kirk Douglas. It was the lesser of the two evils.
Look, about this...
My baby needs a positive male role model in his life. It's not too late to turn this thing around. And if it means I have to remarry, it's what any loving mother would do.
Have you checked out Big Brothers?
You know, I've been reviewing our numbers so far this quarter, and Spud, they stink. I mean, we've lost ground in every category except sexually confused males between 34 and 38.
So what do you want me to do about it?
The first thing is our promos. They suck. They have no hook. What we need to do is take a page from the Eastwood Willis Schwarzenegger School of Catchy Lines. You know, make my day, hasta la vista, baby, yippee-ki-yay, mother...
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Promotion. Why do you think their movies make millions? All you have to do, Spud, is slip a really dramatic, memorable line into your celebrity interviews. One tagline, and we can create a killer spot that doesn't get lost in the shuffle with all the rest of the crap.
This might be your lamest idea yet, you know?
Look, it works in the movies, why not TV? If we don't pick up the numbers real soon, Spud, you can kiss this gravy train goodbye. By the way, when was the last time you actually worked for a living?
Okay, let's just say I agree to do this. Who's gonna write these stupid taglines?
I'm glad you asked, because I took the liberty of creating a few lines that maybe we could work with.
Please answer the question now, or I'll kick your recalcitrant ass.
Spud talks to Jon Stewart, and music from Michael Penn right after these messages.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
I'm still not over my surprise.
My first guest is what they call in the comedy biz A-list. He's had his own TV show, and now he's into all sorts of other stuff like movies and specials. Say hi to Jon Stewart. Now, my producer says promotion is the key to survival. He actually wants me to say something like really controversial in each interview so he can like take a soundbite out and make like a really killer promo. So, I mean,
I can do that for you right here, right now. We can just do it straight up. You count me down and I'll give you one.
I'm no sellout, but yeah, I was gonna...
Just count me down, man. Just
okay.
give me 3, 2, 1, and I'll give you that soundbite.
2, 1.
My ass isn't bleeding per se, Spud, but thanks.
All right, there you go. And there is no truth to the rumor that you, at this point, still do subscribe to Boys Life magazine.
No, not Boys Life.
Oh, highlights?
It's called Blue Boy.
Okay, there you go.
It's different.
Super, all right.
And I don't subscribe anymore, I just download.
I've read about downloading. Never again will I have to suffer the embarrassment of a UPS delivery guy asking me to sign for my tapes of Scandinavian seniors at the sauna.
Right.
But okay, now what's your take on Martha Stewart? No relation, that's for the record.
Right.
What's your take on her? Is she, I got a feeling that she is actually the real deal Antichrist sent down here, but I want to know your take on it. What do you think?
I think just similar in the vein of like, Well, first of all, I know her very well. And you'd be amazed what she's done. You know, she does a lot of houseware work and a lot of she shows you what you can do around the garden and around the house. But what she's also done that most people don't know, she's done some terrific stuff with her own that a lot of people don't know about. She's got...
I didn't know it.
No, she put, and it's really great. We were at a party and she showed us last Christmas, I guess. She put her pants down and she has, like, I guess some sort of Louis Vuitton curtains up over it. And when you open it up inside, because she lets people go in, you know, because she's... I guess she's there not just to do it, but also to share with people and show them how to do it. She's built in the opening of her this beautiful atrium. It's very welcoming, and there's a little magazine rack and a registry, and some lovely, I guess she calls them sconces. I don't really know what that is, but it's well lit. It's really beautiful. You'd be surprised.
Does she have like open houses or coffee klatches or something where people are aware that?
I think she does. I think she doesn't use it for sexual or excretory purposes anymore. So I think she just uses it to entertain.
I see. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And when we were there, actually, she had these guys she'd hired, I guess, caterers who were in there passing, I guess, hors d'oeuvres and things. Cheese puffs and, I guess, mini pizzas.
I like that.
Were big on the thing. And we didn't go behind. She had a little black curtain up. Apparently, she's still working on the back of it.
In lieu of an incisive follow-up question regarding Ms. Stewart's nostrils, maybe I should move on here. Are you a man who attended his high school reunion or not? Did you pass? Did you just say no? I'm just curious.
You know what I think happened? I never got the form. You know, I've moved around so much that I'm still literally getting like my tax returns from 5 years ago.
Okay, no forwarding. Okay, I guess that's a no. Most memorable moment to this point as Jon Stewart. What are we talking about?
Present company excluded.
Absolutely.
Carrying around Lola Falana's shoes, I guess.
For a long period of time?
She does about an hour and a half.
Okay, there you go. All right, super. A few years back, our musical guest won Video Artist of the Year on MTV. Since then, he's kept a fairly low profile, but now he's large again with his new album Resigned on Sony Records. It's very good if I might toss in my own opinion here. Anyway, here's Michael Penn.
Up that something of it I could still try to make, then watch me blink and overlook what I undertake till I don't try. I don't try.
a visit to Spud's therapist, and news from Bill O'Reilly in just a moment.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
And many happy fish.
I must admit I am somewhat conflicted on this one. I mean, maybe the scumbag has a point. I know you follow the box office numbers in the movie industry, and we both know that the ones with the best commercials rake in the most dough. It doesn't matter if the movie's a piece of crap.
I especially like the one for Con Air. One move and the bunny gets it. Very moving. And it effectively illustrated the urgency of the moment.
What I worry about is teasing the viewer. You know, making them think like they're going to see something really exciting, and then they find out the truth. Yeah, just another boring old talk show. What a letdown.
I see your point. It might create a backlash, and I suppose it could get violent. Spud, you do make a handy target for a disaffected loner with a garage full of automatic weapons.
Like I haven't already thought about that?
But on the other hand, if you don't do something else to attract more viewers, you have about as much chance to stay on the air as that ABC's Cop Rock had.
Man, I loved Cop Rock. It got a raw deal.
Spud, sometimes in life we have to do things that are somewhat distasteful.
But I'm no sellout.
Spud, as your therapist, I recommend you follow the advice of your producer. He is a sleazeball, but he just might be able to save your pitiful little show.
You really think so?
And God knows you need the money. I haven't been paid in 2.5 months.
Has it been that long? All right. What would you say if I got an item of clothing that was actually worn by Scott Wolf? You know, that guy on Party of Five that you dig so much? And then we call it even.
Toss in a tube sock from David Duchovny, and we got a deal.
I know this is sudden and everything, but I don't have much time here if I'm going to help my baby Spud. And the article in Reader's Digest said that all boys need at least 2 hours a day of interaction with a positive male role model if they want to succeed in their future life.
Yeah, but your son is old enough to be the president of the United States. Don't you think it's just a little too late?
Nonsense! With a real father, Spud could actually become a productive member of society. I just know it. So, are you interested?
Savon, you seem like a nice enough person and all.
Look, you don't have to be madly in love with me or anything. My first marriage lasted 23 years and we couldn't stand each other after the honeymoon.
Well, Savon, I've been married before and I
Listen, you think I'm crazy about this too? I am a happily single woman. But sometimes you have to put the needs of your children in front of your own.
Look, I've seen your son's show. And frankly, I don't think my parents would take to having him over on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I understand, sure. Spud is a delicate situation on the holidays. But let's compromise, split the difference. We'll only take him to your family's home every other Halloween.
Hey guys, I heard Spud got into a little trouble yesterday.
Well, I thought it was inappropriate for him to frighten her like that.
Maybe it was a bad day or something for him.
I think the kid is starting to crack up. You know, you don't get up and scream, "Give me liberty or give me death," right in the middle of an interview with an actress the caliber of Olympia Dukakis. She won an Oscar, for God's sake. Even I know that.
Well, I heard it will never air. Her people took the master tape with them.
Hey, you guys don't think Spud is starting to freak out on us, do you? I mean, like, pull a Howard Beale because his ratings are so crappy? The other day I saw a memo from the network, and boy, they're not too happy.
Duh! I mean, how long are they going to put up with a show that lacks the basic element needed in the entertainment industry? Namely, women in thongs. Jeez, it's so elementary.
Well, if he doesn't wise up and stop spooking the hell out of the guests, soon he'll be stuck interviewing himself for half an hour each week. I'd rather watch an open wound scab up.
I know you've seen this guy coming up before, like on Inside Edition for 6 years, and prior to that on ABC News. Now he's on the Fox News channel, and I thought he would be just another boring newsreader, but I found out he's actually a wild man. Mr. Bill O'Reilly. Now, Bill, is it difficult to stay nonpartisan, dealing with issues and politicians, when you know, like, a certain specific senator's a big gas bag, but you can't say it on the air? You have to stay, like, above it all. I mean, is that ever, I mean, you have a lot of inside scoops, and you have to deal reporting issues. I mean, does it ever become difficult?
If he's a Spud head, I say it. That's
right.
a good thing about being on the Fox News channel, because it's so different.
It is different.
Than the other networks that if the guy's a total geek, we like put a super up, total geek, right underneath him. So we let it fly. O'Reilly Report is a news analysis show, and if I'm analyzing it, he's not making it. I'm going to say it.
Make note, never appear on this guy's show. Is it more challenging to deal with crises and bad news than find snazzy ways to present upbeat, positive stuff? Because there are anchors in my local market who seem to experience a rapture. I mean, basically an orgasm when bad things seem to go down. I mean, their eyes pop out.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a lot more fun to do disasters and aliens coming down. And the reason is because I believe in most people's life, yours may be an exception.
Possibly.
There are a lot of nice things that happen, and it's kind of the run of the world that, you know, you have nice friends, you have maybe a nice family, nice you see. But what you don't see is disaster.
Right.
So when disaster comes, everybody goes, "Whoa, let's check that out."
Yeah, you know, I was just wondering if maybe they could temper the excitement, though, you know, because
calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's kind of annoying to me, but that's just a personal thing, anyway.
It's like, hey, there's the serial killer.
Yeah,
don't get too excited about it. Right? People are dying.
And I might add, it's never just a quick, easy death. No, they're always grisly, slow, sensational ones. Whatever happened to the good old-fashioned murders that I watched on the news as a kid? What's your take on signature sign-off statements like Courage and Dan Rather, or, you know, that's the way it is? I mean, I dig those things. I mean, do you have one, by the way?
I just go like that, you know, with the thumb.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and a lot of real imaginative, too, isn't it?
I like that.
Signature sign-offs. Do you have a signature sign-off in real life? No. You say, hey, we'll see you later, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think as closer you can be to real life on television, the better. Because if you left the house every day and you said to your wife or girlfriend or whoever it may be, courage, that person would leave you. That person would go. They're gone. So you look at it that way. Be yourself on TV, you'd be much better off.
Will the nefarious Jeff Larson turn Spud into a product endorsement Frankenstein? The exciting conclusion when we return.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Look, Spud, maybe we do need to reconsider this. I still think we're on the money, but...
Right. Well, you can forget about me ever being your little promo shill again.
So it didn't work out the way I thought, okay. But we both know we have to punch this show up.
It is hard enough to get guests to come on this show as it is, and I will not, just for the sake of promotion, turn my interviews into nothing more than fodder for a 30-second commercial.
But how are we going to sell this show? Nobody knows who you are. We need to do something drastic if you want to stay on the air.
Yeah, but to have me say to Julia Child or even Dirty Hot Stuff, I mean, that was weak. I sounded ridiculous.
That was a killer line and a monster promo. I mean, we've had the highest rating in months that week.
Honestly, do you actually think that any self-respecting screenwriter who poured his heart and soul into a script would sell out and toss in some gratuitous line just so the studio marketing department could push the film like a brand of beer or toothpaste?
Of course. Earth to Spud. Your TV show is a can of soup or feminine hygiene spray. Hello?
I guess Spud is having it out with Mr. Big-Time Hollywood Producer.
I know. I overheard him when I was in the men's room. The walls in this studio are paper thin, men.
I tell you guys, the problem with Spud's show is way beyond needing some juicy tagline. Any way you cut it without the babe factor in his promos, he's toast. I mean, toss in 2 or 3 beautiful babes in thongs, and he'd crush must-see TV.
Jerry, you did sort of enjoy that spot that ran last week when Spud yelled, "Remember the Alamo, Eric Estrada."
I've really had a nice time, Sofola, but I gotta be going. I need to feed my cat.
Fine. I thought we could at least try a trial marriage for a couple of weeks or something and see if it had any impact on Spud's self-concept. Now, where am I going to find another positive male role model for him?
You know, you could always try another personal ad. But this time, be upfront about having a kid, especially a high-maintenance kid.
Why do you think I have to do the personals? I've done every dating service, singles club, even Parents Without Partners dances.
I'd like to help you out, but I really...
For the sake of society, couldn't you maybe take him to the zoo or something, do a little male bonding? His father never took him to the zoo.
Yeah, okay. I can take Spud to the zoo, one time.
Great! And if the two of you hit it off, maybe you can have that little chat with him his father never got around to.
Maybe we can try this again next week. I mean, I'll understand if you have prior commitments, but it would mean a lot to me. Until then, be all that you can be. God bless and ciao. Once again, Michael Penn.
The fire that this town can see is me alight in effigy. I suppose baby don't want me around. She threw my stuff into a pit and laughed aloud as I dove after it. I suppose baby don't want me around. Is this the place you wanna be? Out of the woods, out of control. And is it really only me who never gets here with you? She changed the number, changed the lock.